So this is a 12 Pro, and I'm changing the protector. I'm putting this is a privacy protector. Bought it at Luthuli Avenue. It's very affordable. Just go and buy this. So the previous one that was put in was very basic. It was actually not meant for an iPhone. As you can see, it doesn't have this leakage, it's just flat. This is a F1 Tecno F1 cover, which is very cheap and actually can damage your iPhone. So first of all, I'll start with measuring if it is fit. Then yeah, it's fit. Then I just remove the top cover. I just remove the phone cover. As you can see, it's a 12 Pro with a white, I don't know, glass cover. Very good. And then using simple things, just remove some of the dust. In your protector. Okay. So I'm just, there we go. Okay, so I can just remove this with my finger, very slowly. This can actually cause the protector to break. If you don't want to use this method, you can just take your protector, you remove this, and I'm going to use this. So for this instance, I will just do this and use this to safely remove the protector. There we go, there we have it. So this is an F1 Tecno protector. This is not an iPhone protector. Here is our iPhone protector. So I'm just going to quickly wipe this, so to remove any dust and to prevent any bubbles. So for that case, I'll just come to this cover over here, and they have some special tool. So it's very simple. Use 1, 2. So one is wet and the second one is dry, so don't overthink it. Okay. Very good. So I'm just going to start with the small one, and then I'll progress and open it wider. So I'll just panguza the dust, especially from the edges. Then simple. This is a very simple process. There's no way you can mess this up. You should actually do it on your own. It's a skill. It can give you money, especially when you know where to get these protectors from. Okay, so which side did I use? Okay, so I used this side, so this should use this. Okay, so now just do the final wiping. And then for the final whipping, we come to we rarua the second one, we unwrap, I don't know, and then we just use the same process. So we'll start with the smallest as you go on to the largest, and you just wipe. This process should clear this water and ensure that this surface is dry, so that the protector can be put water free. So this should hopefully absorb all the water and prevent any bubbles from being made. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so just going to nicely ensure that all of this I've wiped it evenly. You don't want any space for dust. Just switch that off real quick. And then time for the protector. The side that I'm touching is the front side. This is the back side. This is the back side. So I'll just first of all measure where the camera is, where the speakers are, to ensure that it enters perfectly. Then from there, just going to release and press. So from here you'll see should remove all the bubbles. There should not be any form of bubble. There should not be any form of bubble. Should not be any form of bubble. There's a bit of bubble here, so I'll just wipe to identify where the bubble is, and then just press this. If this is not enough, you can actually just, I'm getting little and little amount of bubbles. There should be completely and utterly no bubbles at all. So there's a little bit of bubble here, so I can compromise and just use my nail and to ensure that all the bubble is removed from that part. And as you can see, there's no noticeable bubble from there. You can use this water to identify where the water is still, where the bubble is still. And looking at it, the top right corner here has a little bit of bubble. Just going to use my hand to press. It is very little, very not noticeable bubble. Then there is here. Just ensure that your customer or you have little to no bubbles, especially noticeable bubbles on your phone. Okay, so you have little noticeable bubbles apart from this one on top. So what I'll do is just compromise again and use my nail to ensure that the bubbles have a chance to escape, and then rapidly just going to move those air particles, and we are done. Okay, so this is the privacy. I think we are done. This is the privacy, how it looks. This is what it looked like before, and this is the after. First, you can see it's very slick. Let me just polish the motor. Have to count. Okay.